Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show. Me, your host Sean. Today we're discussing again a whole mix of things like the earnings, some news, if we get time, throw in a few stocks. Anyway, the first thing is Hindenburg research. Been a lot of news chatter about it. Now, the thing is, it's funny that they put it, express strong opinions, not investment advice, because they get sued a lot, so they put that in for putting out false news. What they do is they short a stock and then they put out fake news. They did it with Ideanomics, and Ideanomics has not recovered from that, and they got sued for it. They've done it with Tesla, and they're still short Tesla. Yeah, they're stupid enough to short Tesla. I mean, I understand selling your shares at a high price if you don't believe in it long term. I understand even if you believe in it long term, if you think there's going to be a dip, selling it, but or selling a portion of them. But shorting them, I wouldn't bet against Elon Musk. Now, they said about Workhorse. The silly thing is, they did a tweet on the 10th of July saying company insiders and key stakeholders have been dumping shares over the past several weeks or months. And this is the weird thing. They did, because they did sell shares because their amount they're allowed to hold, and until they file requesting permission to hold a certain percentage, it puts them on shaky ground. So the share price has gone up. So it's a perfect opportunity to release them while they're filing. And what happened when they filed their form to buy to the SEC? Once it's gone in, they went in and they bought. So the company insiders have bought back more or less the same amount of shares. You can check all this out yourself. Now, astronomical valuation. Well, you could argue it's gone up too high. Yes. I mean, I said when it went up 150%, it's going to have a pullback. And it did have to 50% from where I got in. But they're saying the USPS contract is zero. That's ridiculous. I think at the very least it will be split. You've got the president behind them, and remember, it's not USPS who's paying for it, it's the government. You've got Mike Pence visiting their plant. You'll have the president promising jobs in Ohio, which this would give. You have the fact that 70 and 90% of USPS trucks only drive 30 to 40 miles a day, which is why I think they will get at least 50% of the contract. But even if they only get 25% of the contract, it would be a huge move for them. On top of this, what we see here, IDEIX behind legal threats. As before, they're always getting legal lawsuits against them. Now, they say next Tesla on Nkla. Now, no one's looking for Tesla on Nkla in Workhorse. It's a totally different company. The same with Helion. Helion is a totally different company. Now, the 10% stake in Lordstown is actually a good thing, because there's news that a Spaq wants to merge with Lordstown, which means they'll have to buy Helion out of their stake. Now, as well as that, the only other opportunity to the Spaq is to beat Spaq to the Fiskars deal, which is going to cost them more. But either way, and Helion isn't the one that has to pay the $450 million to get it off the ground. It's Lordstown Motors. Now, already established relationships with Ford. Well, the problem is Ford are not offering an electric version, they're offering a hybrid version. And you've seen how long they kept the old trucks for over 40 years. Now, when the government's paying for it, they want to keep this for another 40 years. Government's not going to invest again in these trucks. Within 10 years, certain states have already said trucks have to be all electric in less than 10 years. One state has already said, California has already said, new trucks have to be electric. New vehicles have to be electric. Look at this, we're being an inordinate risk for USPS, which is already in financial stress and can't make speculative bets on new emerging companies. Sorry, but USPS isn't paying for it. Secondly, it's not emerging company. It is an emerging company, but not in a traditional way, because they've spent years trialling with UPS. They have sent trucks to USPS, so USPS can trial with them and check that they work. Now, the reason they said July 14th will be an empty event is because, as I said before, it will be a minimum of 90 days before you hear anything. Yeah. And don't forget to hit that lovely like button, almost as lovely as me. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Become part of the Saving Money Show family. We give each other hints and tips and updates about stocks and shares we talk about on the show. As well as that, you can ask me to look into any share you want, and I don't charge a Discord fee or ask for a Patreon. All I do ask is for you to comment in the box below and hit the like button. Even if you disagree with me, especially if you disagree with me, I like a debate. And if I do something wrong, I want you to call me on it so I can improve the channel. And why not check out the links in the description below? There's lots of offers. I've used each one of them myself. I wouldn't give you links if I haven't checked them out myself. If you're looking for a free trading platform which should trade your stocks and shares, you know, you can get a free share worth up to £200 for signing up and depositing a small amount. A free trade only requires a £1 deposit. The others require £100 or dollars, depending on which one you go for. Stake has over 3,500 US stocks on their books, which is the biggest one outside of the US. Whereas Trading 212 is one of the best and easiest platforms to use. But as I said, I use all three. Anyway, on with the show. Now, they're saying tomorrow they're going to release a report on a $1 billion issuer. It's been soaring on pure hype. And will soon reverse. And a business that will soon to exist. Now, that could be Workhorse, Helion, boxlight, Nkla. All of those fall in the category. Actually, any Spaq falls in the category. But the fact is, I think the front runner is going to be two companies. They're going to give information that I have already given out. It's going to either be Lancadia Holdings and the fact that Golden Nugget has shifted the debt into Golden Nugget Online Gaming for all their other proceeds, and it's more than most people think, which I said about a month ago. And the other one is Nkla. Everyone still thinks it's 52.5 million shares being floated, and that's the original filing, original two filings. But as I said, and I provided proof, the last day they changed that to another filing saying 249 million shares, which is underhanded. Now, they got the warrants and the 52.5 million approved, and the other 249 million, it's not clear whether that's been approved or whether they have to wait for that to be approved. And I think it's the Nkla one that is going to be, that is my bet, and if not, it'll be Lancadia Holdings. But people are assuming this report is to do with Workhorse. Even if it is, this is sounding like the genius one, where they promise something and they don't deliver. So don't go selling all your shares. If people are selling, worried about this report, see it as a buying opportunity. That's what I will be doing. At the moment, I'm not out of pocket. I'm playing with house money. I'm actually up because I took a small position later on when it did dip, and then it went up again, and as I told you in a previous video, I sold what was it? Yeah, I sold at 50 cents a share profit. Now, you lot have to have a plan, an entry plan and an exit plan for if it dips, what you're going to buy into, what you sell at. But you need to have a plan. My last thing is, I had people, thank you again to the person who tried to get my channel out there by going on stock twits and like mentioning how I said about Nkla and this, and I'm sorry the abuse you got. I don't care about the abuse they give to me, but these are the people who, when this report comes out, when this news comes out, will be taking out a lawsuit against Nkla, and we'll be forgetting the fact that we guys came out with this news first of all. Anyway, I'll be putting out another couple of videos later on regarding, sorry we're running out of time, regarding earnings, regarding a couple of stock picks, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay savvy, stay investing.